Other boy reaction. Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, so we are back with the Vampire Diaries Season 3, Episode 16, 1912. If you guys are enjoying my videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions and early reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. Alright, so we're back. I don't know what 1912 means. I'm guessing they're talking about the year. Only thing I know about 1912 was that was the year Titanic sank. I don't know what it means for these characters, but I'm sure we'll find out. Let's get to it.
Will you get home all right, Mr. Salvatore?
Oh shit! It's like a Jack the Ripper. Damn. That's so cool.
You're arresting him for what
What?
this nutjob Dr. Fell says?
No, I'm detaining him. The cell is for his own good.
Abby's gonna complete the transition.
Damon turned her mom into a vampire to save my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely my fault.
Ugh.
You know, you could show a little compassion about Bonnie.
I know. You're right.
He's not going to.
Should I send lasagna?
Oh god.
Okay, now you're just being mean.
I mean, you hate me.
Good.
The Earth is back on Texas.
Right.
You know, if you keep pushing people away, you're gonna end up alone.
Yep. He's like, she's right.
It feels strange to be home again after so long away. Miss...
Lockwood. Mariana Lockwood.
Oh.
And this is my friend Samantha Gilbert.
Have you been eating the relatives again?
Huh. Oh, I like that hat on him.
Damon.
It's been a long time, brother.
How long?
It's been almost 50 years.
Oh my god!
Still mad at me.
Why
Oh
would I
my
be mad at you,
god.
Stefan? You made me become a vampire, and now I walk the world alone, drinking other people's blood.
Let's grab a drink. I've missed you, brother.
Do you happen to know who kept the milling ledges during that period?
Back then, all the logging mills were owned by the Salvatores.
Of course.
Every time you play that all or nothing game, you eventually leave a trail of bodies. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
now's a good time to pay our old friend Moderation a visit.
They were all in the Founders Council, Damon. That's what they have in common.
If you want more sex, just ask for it.
Not enough liquor in the world.
Oh, come
Yeah, sure.
on. It was too good for you to be this hostile.
Remember Sage?
Sage? Who the hell is Sage?
Speaking of great sex,
Oh my god.
Maybe you've had enough.
hit a man when he's down.
But she has to be holding back then, because if she could break them in one
I
hit.
can teach you how to survive
humans.
without human blood, you know.
You do not get to lecture me on how to live my life.
What's your name?
Not interested.
Well, Mr. Not Interested, you seem to me like a gambling man. Well, that's too bad.
She's paying him.
You date vampires, Elena.
Oh my god.
It shouldn't come as a shock to learn that your guardian is a murderer.
Oh my god. What if she's like telling the truth? What if he's like some psycho?
It's testy when he's being self-righteous.
I'm not being self-righteous, Damon. I'm just not interested in slaughtering innocent human beings anymore.
Oh, okay.
You know, if I'm being honest, you didn't seem like much fun either, Damon.
I wasn't.
A woman isn't just for food. She's for pleasure.
I do not need a woman for pleasure. I'm spoken
God.
for.
She is her pleasure.
We are all spoken for, in some way. But what is being a vampire if not relishing in the pleasure of it? You want the ones who button themselves up. Those are the women who secretly crave seduction.
Jesus.
They'll put up a good fight, but the game is in winning them over, making
They'll put up
them
a good
beg for
fight.
it.
Oh my
What if
god.
they don't?
You're a vampire.
Make them.
Take it.
Oh my god, she's awful. Oh my god. So he had a lot of bad influences.
First, admit you're jonesing.
Damon, I'm not...
Yeah, admit it.
Okay, fine. I'm freaking out. I'm ready to eat the entire waitstaff. What do you need to hear me say?
Because I'm feeling a little self-righteous too.
Did she really leave? Careful. Wait. She's probably... No! Oh god.
You broke the law, but we found something that clears Alaric.
Oh god, no.
Please don't scream. You're about to have a very, very bad night.
Oh fuck. I'm back to hating you. Can't wait to hear the excuses for this.
Self-love, Stefan. Or I'll let Rebecca have her way with her.
Oh my god. Well then that's on you. That's on
The blood
you.
will be on your hands.
No, it's on your hands.
Save her life.
Why are you doing this? You know what blood does to me.
You let it control you. You always have. You're gonna bleed her dry.
It's gonna kill her.
Drain her down. Come on.
Oh my god.
Hey, you wanna fight hunger? You wanna fight me?
Who's that? Oh fuck, is that
What are you
Matt
doing?
and... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What are you two doing?
Relax, Elena. Just a little experiment.
Oh my, yeah, on an
Make this
innocent
more
person.
dramatic than it needs to be.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Let's just go.
Yeah, just take her out of there. They don't belong in each other's worlds.
So that's gonna take a little time.
Wow. Doesn't take anything seriously. Please punch him.
Wait, okay, Stefan, wait.
I just don't get it. Your thing with them.
Right! Right! Thank you, Matt.
But at the beginning, after my parents died, there was something about being with Stefan that just
Made you feel safe.
felt safe.
Safe. Elena, he's a vampire.
I
Right!
know, believe me, just
Right.
saying it out loud, it sounds crazy, but
You are crazy.
it's like I knew that he would never die. Like he would
Oh.
never die.
Fuck. He would never leave you then. Damn.
Like your parents did.
Damn. That's an interesting
And Damon?
Sort of snuck up on me. He got under my skin, and no matter what I do, I can't shake him.
Once you fall in love with someone, I don't know if you can ever shake them.
Does that mean he's still in love with Elena?
The journal?
Sometimes it pays to be the only normal one in a town of vampires.
Oh my god. I love Matt. Yeah. You're not invisible to me.
Argument.
She's like, yeah, you're still invisible to me, sorry. He better not be bad. I mean, we don't really know anything about him. I feel like he's even questioning himself.
I know it may not seem like it, but you did really well tonight.
Why do you even care, huh? Why you feel guilty because you kissed her? Is that it, Damon? You should stop. Go back to hating me. It was a lot easier.
Can you for 1 minute actually believe that I'm trying to help you?
I don't need your help.
You don't need... Are you kidding me? Do you remember what happened last time you said that? Go ahead, Stefan. Pick one. You've just forgotten how good it feels. Sage. She reminded me.
Well, fuck Sage.
It's worth it. Have a drink with me, brother.
So when was Damon good? That's why he doesn't do it, because he can't stop. Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Stefan, stop.
Stefan, stop. I'm so sorry. I'm
Oh
so
my-
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What did you do to me?
Fuck.
What did you do to me?
I watched you go over the edge. I didn't do anything to stop you.
You couldn't have.
Sure I could have. I just didn't want to.
I wanted to punish him.
But I want to now. Whenever you go too far, I will be there to pull you back. Every second, every day, till you don't need me. Because right now, you're all I got.
I don't want you getting in trouble because of me, okay?
If not for you, for who?
Well, still, I'm the one who's supposed to look after you, even if I suck at it.
How about we just agree to take care of each other then?
I'm losing time. As though I'm going mad.
Is it like a split personality or something?
So you think Samantha Gilbert is
Blacking
still
out?
alive, running around Mystic Falls, killing founders?
It's not possible.
Well, then she must have had a ring that brought her back to life.
Does the ring make you crazy?
I would know if I were killing people.
Would you?
What?
You're insane.
No, but I think you might be. that lets you cheat death, Rick. How many
Oh my
times can you
God.
die before it changes you?
Oh my God. Really? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to Rick.
Rick, I think she's right.
But why them? That doesn't explain why she killed them specifically, though. Oh my God. I thought we were gonna get in this flashback, like, oh, you know, we were gonna see when Damon was good, but I still haven't seen that yet. I mean, it seemed like he was trying not to hurt people for like a little bit there, and then he fucking meets Sage, who is awful, who just twisted him and corrupted him even more. I mean, from my point of view at least, I'm sure many of you will think, no, she's just helping him to be what he's supposed to be. And then he, in turn, was trying to help Stefan, you know, just do what they're supposed to do, drink blood. But no, because Damon said he was killing people. And he thought he killed Samantha Gilbert, right? So, I mean, I don't know. No, and Sage was like, you know, like, Damon was like, well, what if they don't, what if they don't beg for it? What if they don't want it? And she's like, then you take it. Well, fuck you, bitch. What the hell? I don't care if you're a vampire. Like, you're telling him to force these women against their will or compel them or whatever. I mean, Sage was bad news. I like her name, but no, she can fuck off. And she played, you know, a part in corrupting Damon. It looked like he was at least trying not to hurt people before that. They're abominations. They need to feed on human blood in order to survive. I mean, they just should not exist. It's that simple. I mean, I'm on Esther's side. She needs to kill all of them. I mean, just the look on Elena and Matt's face when they saw, you know, Stefan feeding from that woman. It just really solidified the fact that they do not belong together. They don't belong in each other's worlds. I don't see how she's ever going to understand that that's what he does. Because she fell in love with Stefan because he claimed to be a vampire that did not feed on people and he didn't hurt people. That's why she felt safe around him. If she knew that he was like, you know, feeding from people and compelling them to forget, she wouldn't be all right with that either. So, but that's what he needs to do. And that's what Damon is trying to get him to do, because that's, you know, in moderation is considered good for them because they're vampires. And I don't think she's ever going to understand that. And I wouldn't either. I can't blame her. I would be in the same boat. I'd be like, well, what the fuck? I mean, but what is he supposed to do? That's who he is. That's who he and Damon are. That's what they do. But she's in love with him. So it's like, fuck, her fucking life sucks. Their lives suck. They all have shitty lives. Now Rick is apparently a psycho killer who, you know, blacks out and can't remember. But why are you killing council people? I don't understand that. I hope they have a reason for that. I mean, yeah, okay, it's like you go crazy and you start killing people, but why? This is like specific. And it's the same thing that happened 100 years ago. So I understand the ring making you want to kill people because it's messing with your brain. You keep coming back from the dead, but why those specific people? Why the council? I don't understand that. Hopefully they'll explain it. But, I mean, you know me, of course I hate that, you know, that poor woman was used as an experiment that Damon calls it. It's like she had no say in the matter. Like, I don't care that's what they need to do. The only reason we care at all is because the story is told from their point of view. But they're monsters. They need to eat people. They need to eat people. I don't care if they erase their memory. It still happened. They still had no choice. I'm just never gonna get over that. I don't know. I thought he could go back to, like, drinking from blood bags, but I guess he can't even do that because it's too much of a temptation. He's just, I mean, if I don't know. I was gonna say, if Damon can help him do it in moderation, but I'm still not gonna be okay with that because he's still gonna be feeding from people that don't have a choice. If he somehow found, like the best case scenario for me would be, like, if, you know, Stefan and Damon found people who are okay with being bitten, like, in True Blood, but, like, I just don't think that's gonna happen in this show. You know, that's possible in True Blood because the vampires are out, like, in society. Everyone knows about them, but they constantly have to keep it a secret in this show. So that means they're always going to have to be feeding from people in secret, which means they're always going to have to compel them, which means it's always going to be against their will. It's so frustrating. And I'm not like you guys. I can't just turn it off and be like, you know, all understanding because they're not fully human. But they live in a world where there are humans, and humans pay the price for their existence. So that's why I'm fully on board with Esther wanting to kill her children, because whether she helped create them or not, this is what they are. And they hurt people. I mean, I don't know. You know, I saw an article where Ian Somerhalder, who plays Damon, said that he doesn't even think that the brothers deserve a happy ending. I mean, I don't know how the show ends, but he said he doesn't think that they deserve a happy ending because of all the people that they raped and murdered. So, I mean, that's how I feel too. It's like, yeah, I feel sympathy for them to a point, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, yes, everyone has a story and they've all gone through things, but, like, at the end of the day, tell that to the people that they've killed. The people that they've killed and their family members, you know, and their friends, like, don't care what these guys have gone through. I mean, their family members and friends are still dead. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I just feel like the only way Elena can be with either one of the brothers is if she, you know, looks the other way and just forgets that they, you know, are eating and mind wiping people. That's the only way she's ever going to be okay with either one of them. I mean, either that or if she turns into a vampire, which I wish she kind of would, because then, well, I do and I don't. If she turns into a vampire, then she can't really say anything because she'll be exactly like them. But if she stays a human, then she can continue to hold them accountable for their actions. Otherwise, it's just going to be Matt and Bonnie. I mean, Rick can't even say anything now because he's a murderer too. It's like, fuck. You guys weren't kidding when you said they all do bad things. It's like, I hate this because it's not even Rick's choice. He doesn't even know that he's doing it. But they're still dead. They're still dead. That fucking sucks. That sucks. I mean, obviously he has to stop wearing that ring, but then he's gonna be put in danger. And if he dies, then he dies. Like, there's no coming back. But I get, I mean, that's what we all have to deal with. That's what we, that's how we all have to live our lives. Just accepting that we have one life and to live it as best as we can. So he's just going to have to do that. But I wonder how he's going to deal with the guilt of all the people he's murdered. Is he going to want to give up that ring? He's had it for so long. And how is that going to affect how he helps them fight off supernatural things? I mean, because if he dies, then that's it. So he's vulnerable. So complicated. I loved that scene between Matt and Elena and how, he was saying how the thing about being the only, normal human in that town is that you're invisible. That can be a good or a bad thing. It can be a good thing for things like this when he swiped that journal for Elena. No one noticed. But then it's also, it also sucks because he's not noticed by people like Elena, who he's still in love with, even though he said, it's not weird for him to talk about the brothers with her. I think, it's not weird. I think he was being truthful about that, but there will always be a part of him that loves her, but he respects her enough to let her go. I mean, it's not like he has a choice, but there's, sometimes we know we're supposed to let people go and we don't. But I think he loves her so much that he's willing to let her go, and he just wants her to be happy. Oh, I love Matt. I love him so much. He may not be exciting, but excitement can be fucking overrated. Excitement usually comes from the guys who are destructive. That's what makes them exciting, because they have fucking problems. Like, everyone has problems, but what makes these guys exciting is that their problems are so extreme. And it's like, of course, Elena wants to save them. But she's definitely gotten stronger, and, I liked hearing more, she elaborated more on the reason for why she was so attracted to Stefan when she first met him. Because she felt safe, but also, she felt safe because he wasn't gonna die. Like, he will always be there. Literally. For as long as you live, he will always be there for you. And it was beautiful to hear that. And sad at the same time, because it had a lot to do with the death of her parents, the loss of her parents, and, she was still grieving when she met Stefan too. And he came just at the right time. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I really don't know what are the brothers supposed to do. I mean, that is who they are. They shouldn't exist, but they do. I mean, they do. But what should now happen is that they should stay away from Elena. That's what should happen. But that's not going to happen because, it's a show, and Elena's in love with them, and they're in love with her. It's very hard for them to stay away from each other. But also they're there to protect her from, I mean, I don't know what. I mean, the biggest threat is Klaus, but Klaus isn't really going to do anything to Elena because he needs her. I don't really know what they're supposed to be protecting her from now. I don't know. Unless someone else comes to town. Well, I guess she's in danger from Rick now. Oh my god, their lives suck. But I love that Elena and Matt saw Stefan, with blood all over his lips, and that look that she had on his face of disgust and judgment. Good. Like, someone needs to judge him because, no, he doesn't know when to stop. But also, Damon is not enough to stop him. What stopped him was Elena. That he hated the look that she gave him. He felt so guilty. Damon isn't enough to stop him. He's just not. Damon is good for, if like he's in danger and like when it brought Stefan back from being totally cold and heartless, like his love for Damon will bring him back. But it's how he feels about Elena and that look that she gives him when he's done something wrong. That's what makes him feel like shit, and in a good way, I think, because you can't just go around ripping people apart just because it feels good. I just don't see them working unless... I mean, they're both going to have to change, but it's mostly going to have to be Elena. Because, Damon can help Stefan control it, but he's still going to be feeding from people. So Elena's going to have to change her mindset into accepting that that's what he is, that he's a vampire. I don't know what's going to make her accept that, though. I mean, if she hasn't by now, it's been so long. It's weird because she when she was with Damon, that like never came up. But also you guys said that supposedly Damon was drinking from blood bags when he was with Elena and when Stefan was off being bad. I mean, I don't remember really seeing that, but if that's the case, that's another reason why she was with Damon, because he wasn't feeding from people, supposedly. So she hasn't really been with either one of the brothers when they've been their full selves. Feeding from people like they like to do, like they're supposed to do. So it'll be interesting to see if she ever gets with either one of them again and, they're both back to feeding from humans in a controlled way. I wonder how she's going to handle that. I really don't know. Because I don't think she would have been with Damon if he was feeding from people. And if she knew that he was feeding from people. I just don't think that's her. And that's one of the things I like about her. But we will have to see. I enjoyed that episode. I loved, the flashbacks. It was entertaining seeing this new character, Sage. I'm sure we'll see more of her. She seems like she's bad news, but, fun to watch. I enjoyed seeing, flashback Damon, flashback Stefan. Interesting that the brothers hadn't seen each other in 50 years. Oh my god. That's crazy. Because Damon was still blaming Stefan for turning him. I still feel like if he really didn't want to live anymore, he could have just killed himself. But, I mean, we've already gotten past that. He's already... Well, not really. I mean, you guys said that he was lying when he told Stefan that he didn't really blame Stefan for turning him. He blamed him for, because Catherine loved him, at the same time as Damon or something like that. But I mean, so does that mean that he still to this day blames Stefan for turning him and making him what he is? I mean, but again, it's exactly like what Elijah said. You know, someone else may have turned you into a vampire. Like, their mother turned them into vampires, but she didn't make them monsters. Stefan may have played a part in turning Damon into a vampire, but he didn't make him kill anybody. He didn't make him murder people. Just like Catherine turned both of them, basically, but she didn't make them kill anybody. She didn't make Stefan a ripper. I mean, that's in him. So it's like they both have done terrible things. They, you know, will live forever, so I'm sure they'll continue to do both good and bad things. And it's just going to be a matter of whether Elena can handle it. And if I can handle it. I feel sorry for Elena because I feel like she's running out of reliable people in her life, because what I think she loved about Alaric was very similar to how she felt about Stefan. She felt safe with Alaric. She felt like she could count on him. Obviously, you know, he will die because he's still human, but, you know, he could come back with that ring. But now he's not going to have that ring anymore, so he's even more vulnerable. He's even more human. And now she finds out that he's secretly this killer, so her world is shattering even more. It just sucks. I mean, it just keeps getting worse and worse for her. It kind of sucks to be human in a supernatural world, because you constantly have to navigate the horrible things that the people around you are doing. And the only answer is to either move away, but that's not going to happen because the originals are never going to let her go, or to just accept everything, but that's hard to do because of Elena's personality and her moral compass, and she's very, you know, compassionate and empathetic, and she's a human. So of course she's going to feel for other humans and not want innocent people to get hurt. Or she has to turn into a vampire. So those are her only options. They all kind of suck. But that's why we watch these shows, because we like watching people in pain. At least that's what it seems like, because they almost never have a happy moment. It's very few and far between. But, you know, we also kind of aren't as entertained by the happy moments in life. We always want to see people upset, or sad, or in danger. And that is what this show brings. There's plenty of that. So I enjoyed it. If you guys did too, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions and early reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time. Bye.